Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. I'm quite excited to share with you this new background removal model. We are going to install it locally and then we will see how it works. The reason why I am a bit excited about this model is that it's a new approach to foreground segmentation through its innovative confidence guided matting or CGM pipeline. This new architecture employs a refiner network that targets and processes pixels where the base model shows lower confidence levels that results in more precise and reliable matting results. So that is why I thought, okay, I will install it locally and we will see it together what exactly the output looks like with this new architecture, especially this CGM or confidence guided matting. In their Hugging Face model card, they also have shared some of the training information as how it was trained on this 5K and their own proprietary 22,000 segmentation dataset, which has delivered superior performance in hair matting, 4K processing, object segmentation, and edge refinement. The base model is open source, and you can also check out the other licensing information for commercial usage from their Hugging Face model card, and I will drop the link in video's description. So let's try to get it installed and then we will see how it works. Before that, let me give a huge shout out to our very good friend at Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on a very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPU. So please do check them out. This is my VM and this is my GPU card NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. As usual, let's create a virtual environment with Conda, and then we are going to install all the prerequisites. And now let's install the prerequisites, which include torch, torch vision, and few other tidbits like below, which we'll be using here. And meanwhile, I would highly suggest that if you're following along, you go to huggingface.co and log in, and from your profile grab the read token, because we will be logging into Hugging Face with the CLI, because I will be downloading the GitHub repo and the model from the Hugging Face, and I will show you shortly that too. While this installs all of this stuff, let me quickly introduce you to our very good friends at AgentBot who are sponsoring this video. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description, so please do check them out. Okay, so it's almost there. Everything is installed. Let's now log into Hugging Face. As you can see, it is now asking me for my read token. Let me paste my token here, which you can grab from huggingface.co. Just press capital Y and we are logged in. Next up, let's git clone the repo of BEN2 from Hugging Face, and then we will cd into it. Hopefully it doesn't give me an error due to LFS. If it does, we can always initialize git LFS for large file system, because this repo also includes the model. Anyway, shouldn't take too long. It is just unpacking it. And that is all done. Next up, let's install all the requirements from the root of the repo. We already have installed most of them, but let's just for the sake of completion. And that is all done. You can see that most of the stuff is already there. Next up, let me launch my Jupyter notebook and we will use this model in the browser environment. Okay, first up, let's import the libraries and then load the model, which we already have loaded as part of their git cloning of their repo. And the model is loaded. Let's try to do the inference, which means that we are going to remove the background from the image from my local system. By the way, let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption, which you can see is just 672 meg. So you don't even need a GPU for this. And for this, I'm just providing it this image of a bear from my local system, and then I am processing it with this model inference, which we have already loaded onto our GPU. So let me run it. And as soon as I have run it, it has shown me this image with the background removed, and look at the original, how good that is. So if you check everything is picture perfect. Even the shape of foot is quite good. So very impressive background model. And this is what I was hoping for this new architecture of the CGM pipeline, which seems quite good. Very, very fine. Okay, next up, let's try to do this human image, which is an AI generated one. And I have given it this path. Let me run it for you here. And wow, look at this. All the background is gone. This is sublime. Outstanding result. You see, even the hair, it has removed the background, but it has kept the hair. Highly, highly amazing. And rest of it is same. No malformity to the image or anything like that. The only thing I would say, nothing is perfect, of course, is this earring on the right hand side. You see, this one is not that visible, but I would just let it go, I think. Still, there is a silhouette of it is there, but not all of it. But other than that, really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. And now the real cool stuff. You can even remove background in videos with the help of this BEN2 model with this line of code. Here I am just going to give it the path to a local video which I have on my disk, and then this is how I am going to segment that video, or primarily we are removing the background. Let me first show you how it works. So this is my original video. Let me play it a bit. There is an AI generated video of a cat. There is no audio, of course. There is a hill, there is a background of mountains. So this is a video, and let me run this. You see it is processing frame by frame. There are 253 frames which it has done. So let's wait for it. And by the way, these parameters, so video path is where uh, our source video is, output path where I want this video to be, FPS is frame per second. If this is set to 0, the CV2 or computer vision will detect the FPS in the original video. And then refine foreground is false. It is an extract post-processing step that increases inference time but can improve matting edges. You can set it to true if you have if you want to improve the quality. And then batch is 1. So, and they have recommended to not to set batch size more than 3 for consumer GPU, otherwise it is going to consume more GPU for you. And then print frames process is true. This primarily tells us what frame is being processed, which you can see as it is telling us. If I scroll down, these are all the frames which were processed. And then because there is no audio, so it hasn't done any audio. Also, one interesting bit is this parameter. Let me scroll up quickly. Sorry, WebM. So this will output an alpha layer video, so which is MP4. So WebM is default, is false by default. And then RGB value, red green value. So if you do not use this, WebM will be RGB value of the resulting background only if WebM is false. And by default the background is green, so the video. So let me go to the resultant directory. It has created this foreground.mp4. Let me play it. Look at that, all the background is gone for that video. How interesting is that? And everything is perfectly well, exactly what I have in my original video. Now let me do one more. So I'm just going to pick up my this. I'm just going to see how it removes the background in this video. This is the original one where I am speaking in my microphone, and there is a background where I have some clutter on the in the background. Okay, so let me give it in front of you so that we will do it together. You will also see how much time it takes without any curation of the video. So I'm just going to run it. So you see it has started. There are 440 frames. It is processing. Let's quickly check the VRAM consumption for video processing. So same, I guess just under 4 gig, which is quite cool. And let's go here. I will let it run in front of you so that you know the speed of it. So it is going almost halfway through and almost there. Now it is checking the audio for this video to see if there is an audio it could detect. Let's see what it does here. There you go. So you see it also showed us there was an audio. So let me scroll down. It just for some reason went down. So this is all the information about the audio. It has put it in because this video has the audio. And I already have this ffmpeg installed. Make sure you also have installed. It is just simply sudo apt install ffmpeg. I did it installed in this video because I already had it, but if you don't, just do sudo apt install ffmpeg. It's a multimedia library. Anyway, let me just go here, and then this is a foreground output with audio. Nice. Let me play it. There you go. So no background. All of it is gone. Very nice. Good stuff. So you see, I think this is why I was quite excited to share with you this video, which I believe one of the best background model I have seen so far. I wish it would be Apache 2 license, but for licensing, please check with them for commercial use as it is MIT. I will drop the link to it in video's description. If you like the content, please do me a favor and share it among your network. If you already are subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot really. Thank you very much.